Is there anything else that you guys feel that you need to cover before you leave, or are you sort of your curiosity is sated there?
We're leaving the room, and I basically want to corner the dwarf.
Right. So
I'm waiting outside for you.
exactly. I mean, you guys leave the captain's office and start to make your way back down to the halls into the lower levels, which do have sort of like a communal dining area. Ironlung, I'm just going to assume that you have some conversation that you want to have done with this dwarf in question, being that the lieutenant has introduced the two of you, roughly.
Crane my head upwards and flash a smile.
Well, I guess I hadn't thought about that, but considering the fact that Iron stands about 8 feet tall and you're about 4 feet tall, that is a pretty good crane upwards. Yeah.
I offer my hands.
Iron.
Roll for perception. See if he sees you.
Iron, what do you have to say to the dwarf?
I take his hand in my gigantic hand and give him like an awkward handshake. Maybe not accustomed to that custom. And
Sure.
I don't really beat around the bush.
Iron, Captain Beargrill brought me here to help you. Something about a tribe associated with water spirits. Now, I think I know what you are looking for, but I need your help. You and your friends.
What do you know of the tribe?
I know where you can find them, but right now there's something I need from you.
Anything.
Well, let's take a seat here. I just came to speak to Captain Beargrill because earlier today a group of riders passed through this town, and it seems I was listening to what he was saying as if, out of the ordinary. It seems like everything's out of the ordinary. This group of riders, there was something odd about them. As a man of faith, I can tell you as much. I won't go into the details, but I need a small task force, and I am willing to provide you with my temple, certainly, is willing to provide you with the horses and provisions we may need. I know you just got back from your from the goblin encampment, but I feel as if this is a very pressing matter.
I will do what needs to be done to find the tribe of water people.
Okay, so at this point, I mean, clearly it's apparent that Ironlung, you're sort of interested in doing whatever's required to help Mallak in his goals to find who he's looking for, these supposed riders that are moving through town. You're not quite sure his motives as to why he's looking for them up until this point. The big question is, are you going to attempt to take Vangar or Braxis with you at this point? I mean, Vangar's been paid, and we'll assume that you guys have divided the pay amongst the two of you. But at this point, it sounds like you and Mallak have a contract between the two of you. Do you want to try and recruit Vangar into this situation, or?
So, am I actually overhearing this conversation?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually the five of you sitting at a table. It's
So
the
then,
Lieutenant, Mallak,
yeah.
Braxis, Vangar, Iron. Everybody's sort of sitting around overhearing this conversation.
Yes, I came to the captain hoping I could get a group of people to come with me, but it seems as if his forces are spread too thin.
Right, which
In
the
his own
lieutenant
words.
sort of pipes in to agree. In fact, it's true. The riders are spread very thin due to the conflict with Symblia. I'm not surprised that the captain turned you down in this individual situation.
So I just look at Vengar and Braxis and I say, I'm sorry, but finding the water people is all I have. I don't have a choice but to do this.
Right.
Love
Braxis
to
sort of like nods in a
but-
silent understanding. Same with the lieutenant.
I mean, so I'm far away from anything I know, anyone I know. For the same reason that I went and hunted goblins with you yesterday. I'm probably, barring some other misfortune, gonna come with you on this to help you with this as well. But I would, I don't want to be blindsided again. Anything else you have, anything you could share with me about what we're doing and why would maybe help ease my mind that we're not about to walk into another cabin.
Certainly. Will you accompany me back to my temple?
Absolutely.
At the very least, and we'll walk and talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Where's the temple, and was there a leather worker in the town? I can't remember. There's so many buildings.
there is, but at this point, Mallak is sort of pressing you guys for time. He makes it very clear that time is of the essence. The temple itself, I'm going to be honest, I can't remember what building it is. I think it's number 6 here. I think that this is the temple of Torm. Is it Torm? Mallak?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I think it's 6, so you can say you made your route back here, which any conversation that needs to be done really could be done on that little 5 to 10 minute walk there. Is there anything that, I mean, clearly Vengar has made it clear to you, Mallak, that he would love any other information. Is there anything that you want to tell them on the way, or are you... I'm going to let that up to you.
As far as speaking about them, I'm pretty shaken up, and it seems as if, not for... How do I word this? Fine. I'm practically begging for your help here, so I will tell you all that I know. Now, you may scoff at this, but I had a nightmare last night regarding a singular rider, and when I faced him, he had no mouth. Now, naturally, I woke up in a breaking sweat and, convinced myself that it was all just a dream. But today, I passed by those 3 riders, and I swear, I tried to, I'm a... not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm pretty well known in this town, and when someone new comes, I try to make sure I know who they are. Now, my eyes do not deceive me, and as a man of faith, I swear that these 3 riders did not have mouths.
Okay, so Mallak has definitely dropped a bomb on the 3 of you. Your instant reaction is either that he's crazy or the situation is crazy. Either way, Vengar, I'm not sure quite if you have the motivation to continue here, but I know Iron, just from what I know about your character, he could say that these 3 riders rode in on unicorns and you're willing to follow him at this point. Just based on the knowledge. Exactly.
And I assume a router without a mouth isn't something that... It's as alien to me as it...
As it would be to anybody.
Yeah,
it's a person without a mouth. I mean, it's quite a shocking statement. So you're not entirely sure to believe if Mallak is crazy or if he's seen something that would be worth chasing after 3 riders.
Well, and I assume so I would ask him, what's the relationship between these riders and what Ironlong is after?
Well, I'm using the whole I know what Iron's after as leverage for him to come with me.
They're not related at all. Mallak has a goal and
Okay.
Ironlong has a goal. The
Okay,
two are
and
unrelated.
Mallak is claiming to know something that would lead
That
to
Ironlong
Ironlong's
wants.
goal.
Exactly. And
Okay.
he'll reveal it if you guys help him first.
As a cleric, I read a lot of books.
Okay.
So is everybody fairly... I mean, I know Iron is... Vanguard, you're fairly content to sort of follow along? With,
Right along. Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
generally curious about what's going on.
Sure. I know that you don't have a
feels-
whole lot going on in your life right now.
No, and I think my, kinship through battle with Ironlong is kind of driving me along, as well as the curiosity at this point.
Sure.
Um,
What you two have gone through together in this short period of time is definitely enough to sort of drive a bond between the two of you, for sure. And yeah, unless you had a family to take care of or a job at something at this point, I could understand your motives for...
I'm guessing Braxis is also here. Like, what's he thinking?
Or if we asked him to come on.
You actually didn't
Yes, yeah.
ask him to come along up until this point. And you know what? If you had have asked him, he probably would be coming along. But it didn't happen. So we're just going to say it's the 3 of you.
Well, I did address both of them, but
That is valid. You did say that. Let's find out. Let's find out right now. No, Braxis is not coming.
I have to roll the dice.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, Braxis is a member of the Riders, right? And because the Riders did not extend his service to you as they did previously, he's staying to continue training and this and that. I honestly had expected him to sort of come on this adventure, but we didn't address it, and the dice did not go in his favor, so he's not coming. Okay, so with that, we're going to... I mean, Mallak takes you to the temple. You guys go over what you have already discussed. At this point, the temple will provide you with mounts, being that you are trying to catch mounted riders. And yeah, without much more, you guys make a very hasty exit of Ashaben Ford to the southwest across the ford, back in the direction of which you came, but continuing...
I'm riding a tiny pony.
A tiny pony. A large pony. A large pony.
All right, a large
Yeah,
pony.
a large pony. Mallak is, despite being 4.5 feet, he's a big boy. He's a very charismatic character, though. Very
A large fluffy pony.
very attractive for a dwarf.
Well, I was looking at all of our scores, and I think I'm actually the character with the least charisma.
Really? I didn't actually realize that.
So
wait,
let's not worry about how beautiful I am.
Okay.
We're all
I
beautiful.
think-
down
Beautiful,
here.
beautiful
I
for
think,
dwarf.
yeah, we're all beautiful.
We're all beautiful. Okay, so at this point, we're just going to take a quick break.